Okay, so today is October the 1st. Finally October. Okay, so started out, I want in case a parent is watching this, I just want y'all to see what I do when I help you guys. Like yesterday, we're going to make these a test grade. And like I said, no work equals no credit. So, looking at these two, okay, for today, 3 and 4. I'll admit, I'm going to put them on the back because I don't like trying to put them on the front. Okay, so here we go. So, check your work. First off, y'all didn't ask this, but a lot of classes asked, do we line up the decimal? Do we line up the decimal on multiplying? No, you can. It's just kind of make more work for yourself. 1 second, I'm trying to make it. Okay, so if you line up the decimal, all it does is makes you have some extra zeros. So here we go. Let's see. I'm trying to get a darker pen. There we go. So that'd be the top row times 9. Placeholder. That's the second row. Okay, move the decimal 3 times to the left. Okay, does that make sense? So like if you did line up your decimal, you probably have an extra 0 here, which is fine. It's the same thing. Okay. Any questions on that one? This is what's on the 9 weeks test. Like trying to just let you know why we're doing it. Okay. And then number 4, something else on the 9 weeks test. No, that one probably shouldn't be there. But if it is, that's fine. Okay, so starting out, did you put the right thing in the house?
So I know before there's 2 that repeats.
Okay, we're getting there. When I made this one, I wanted to see if you remembered to bounce the decimal over twice and bring it up to the answer box, okay? Then when I made it by 22, I thought, well, most of us, we can skip count by 22. At least to 88. So even though it's 2 digits, I didn't feel like it was that bad. So what I mean by that is like 3 is 66. But I'll admit right here I kind of said, woo, I didn't know I made it that big. Okay. So over here I did jot times 9. And I got 198. Okay. So still not too bad. Okay, 198. 14, that'd be 9 and a 1. So we are good just with a 6. Okay, Miss Donahue's wanting decimal answers. We're going to add a 0. 2, because it is 44. That looks weird. And I got 16. Okay, I'm going to add a 0. 7. 154. And I get a 6. Now, I realized right there, wait a minute, I did 60 earlier. So I look back up through my math. My 60 is right here when I brought down this 0. So what repeats? The 2 and the 7. Listen, that repeater bar's got to be over the 2 and the 7. Not just the 2 or the 7, like both of them. Because the pattern would be the next number would be A2, and then A7, and then A2, and then A7. Does that make sense? Kind of? Okay. If you're done with this one, click it behind Math Workshop. Don't lose it. and get out last night's simplifying fractions worksheet. Most of y'all probably got a lot of it done in class. Simplifying fractions. In fact, this group, this was what your 5th period paper looked like if you were here and all that good stuff. Now, to be honest, I'm going to tell y'all what we're going to do. We're going to go through these, and I'm going to go through them what I'm going to call really detailed. I want you to tell me what you simplified by and all that good stuff. Then, what we're going to do is like an in-class assignment that I hope doesn't turn into homework. But a lot of kids have had to take like the last 8 or 9 home. It looks just the same. Okay, it's just kind of matters. It's one of those things, again, y'all are starting to realize. If there's a multiplication table you don't know and it's on here 10 times, it's kind of hard, isn't it? So, we will see. We'll get there in a minute. Okay, so this class, it looks like I made it from 1 and all the way down in class. It looks like we did to 8. Okay, so we'll kind of scooch it down, just kind of talking about them. I don't want to bore you too much, so I'm going to try to go a little fast. But what goes into 12 and 28? 2, if nothing else. I was trying to get 4 did. I don't think 4 does, but that's okay. Let's see. 97. I get 6. 14. So it did go in. 4 times 7 is 28. I forgot 4. I'm sorry. Okay. By 2 again. If you're like Miss Donahue and can't think of your 4's tables. So 3 7. Yes. So as long as you got to 97 and 3 7. Right. So if you did 4, you did less work than I did, which is good. Yes.
Well, the other day I tried out something when we did simplifying, and it's sort of whatever you do to simplifying. You multiply them both together.
Okay.
You try it one time and then it equals the lowest one.
Okay. See if it keeps working. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know. Okay, this one. We need to change it to a mixed number. Starting out. 20 over 14. Just this part of it is going to end up being 1 and 6/14 plus the 17 equals 18 and 6/14. Then what goes into 6 and 14? 2. So I get 18 and 3 7ths in the end. 18 and 3 7ths. I got kids reading books. I got kids without this out. Like, guys, graded assignment here in a minute. Do you need a copy of it? Are you here?
Yes, ma'am, but I was working on it last night and I left it.
Okay. Just kind of keep paying attention then. Let's not read books. But there's that. 35 and 49. What does it go? What divides into it? 7, right. So I get 35 divided by 7 is 5. 7 times 7 is 49. So 3 and 5 7ths. Okay. 24 into 51 would go twice because that's 48. There would be 3 left over out of 24. What simplifies 3 and 24?
8.
Well, 8 would be the bottom.
1 8.
Yeah, 3 goes into 3 once. 3 goes into 24 8. Got it? Okay. 4 and 50 simplifies by 2. Yes. 2 25ths. 5 and 2 25ths. Listen, one big mistake on the assignment from Friday. A lot of you are forgetting that 5. So let's say you start here I need you to look because I'm counting them wrong tonight if this is wrong. Look. You're putting 2 and 3 24ths. And then you put equals 1/8. You're forgetting the 2. Stop. Get your arms out of the sleeves. Quit playing. If you forget the 2, it's wrong, guys. I need you to kind of put it back together in the end. Yes?
How come you start with 1/5?
For which one? That one? Because you would have to have a 5 go into 2.
Oh, so we're not simplifying.
Can't simplify this. Like 2 goes into this, 4 and 50. But 2 doesn't go into that because that's not an even number. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, going up to the next part. Number 14, 12 and 27. What goes into it? 3. So I would make it 4/9. Dividing by 3, top and bottom. Okay. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Nothing left over. It is just a 3. Do you have a question? Did you want me to answer something? I don't mind. What was it?
Number 12, I'm confused.
Okay.
Somehow I got
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did you get the 3 24ths? Put it on correctly. That's going to be the problem because this is 48. Like if you doubled 24, it'd be 48. For 9, 50, 51. There'd be 3 left over out of 24s. Then it only simplifies by 3. Uh-huh.
when I divided, I mixed up
The order? Okay.
4 as the whole number and then
Yes. Flip-flopped them. Yes. Okay. Okay. Good. Listen, that's the whole deal here. If you will learn from your mistakes on this assignment, then you won't make the mistakes on the next assignment. Yes.
On number 15, how did you get 3?
15. Okay. 12 divided by 4 is 3. Meaning, if I divide 12 by 4, can y'all see that? I can't tell. Okay. 4 times 3 is 12. And there is nothing left over. When it's a whole number with nothing left over, it's just a whole 3. Like it's a whole number.
I thought it was supposed to be 3.
No. 3 and 0/4, and 0/4 would be nothing. Okay? That's okay. 16, I would divide by 20s. It'd be the fastest, meaning 1/2. If you did by 10 and got 2/4, that's fine, but it's 1/2. Something like this one. I need you to all catch the trick. It doesn't always work, but for some of these it does. If the top is a prime number, like you know the only thing that goes into it is 17, check the bottom and see if that number goes into it. Okay? Because all it is on this one, and I don't know my 17s tables. I'm just testing numbers I have.
Yeah.
So, yeah, oh, sorry, that's a 1 and that's a 2. Meaning 2 times that is 34. It's just kind of like a last resort of simplifying. Like you just kind of check that too. Okay, the next one, 27 and 63, simplify by 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 9. 7 is 63. Woo! Until it's getting late. Okay. 19. Oh, I like this one. 90 divided by 45 is 2. That's 2 right there. Plus the 8. So yes, it is 10 total. Because that's 2, that's 8, so adding it together, it's not 82, guys, it's 2 plus 8. Okay. It's just 10, because that equals 2 whole, plus the 8, to give it 10. Okay, 81 over 54, top is bigger than bottom. Divide it out. If it's I'm having a moment here. 27. Okay, wait a minute. 81 divided by 54. Well, 2 54s would be 100 and some. Do you agree with that? So we know we can only do 1. This is what I can't really do this in my head real well. So 27. So 1 and 27 54s. But what goes into 27 and 54?
Nothing.
9 or 3. Yep. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 6 is 54.
You could, it would be 1 and 1/2.
1 and 1/2. In the end, this thing is only 1 and 1/2. Takes some work. Like that one takes a little doing all the steps.
Is that 121?
That's 20.
Wait, if you would have done 81 and 54 divided by 9.
Okay, so, and I like that because it would have made it easier if you do 81 and 54. I'm going to wait for all y'all's attention because it would help if y'all see these tricks. If you need to start by simplifying by 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 6 is 54. Then what would we do? Okay, so we could put it into a mixed number since that's bigger than that. And then divide by 3. It doesn't matter which way you do it, as long as we all end up with 1.5. Mm-hmm. Okay, and got 3 over 2. And then 1 and 1/2? Yeah, that's fine. Listen, this is one that I'll be honest, I think I showed, and I need you to all realize this. Let me see if this is it. 1 second. This is it. Look right here. If you are wondering why we ever learned this tree stuff last week, prime factorization, because if you don't know what goes into 81 and you don't know what goes into 54, by doing the factor trees, by doing the multiplying, that tells you the GCF, the greatest common factor. That tells you what we should be simplifying by, which is 27. That's why we learn that. Today I've had a few kids come up to me and say, like, does anything go into this and this? And I'm like, guys, if nothing else, go back and do a prime factorization and see. Okay. Okay, 21. Oh, I like this one. What goes into it? Okay, but think about it this way. What's the only thing that equals 24? Or one of the only things? 12 times 2. 3 times 8. 6 times 4. So, start trying all those. If I divide by 3, I get an 8/17. 8/17. It divides by 3. Okay, same thing with the prime on top. I realize 13 is only divisible by 13. But try it. 13 goes into 13 once. 39 3 times. 97 1/3. Always try that top number if nothing else. Okay, on this one, personally, I just see it as an 11. I get 11 into that 2, 11 into that 10, then divide by 2, but if you saw it was 22, that's fine. In the end, 456 1/5. Okay.
What I said earlier, there's an example on that problem.
Okay.
You can divide by 11 first and then by 2. And you could divide by 22 in the beginning.
Oh, yes. Now I see what you're saying. 11 times 2 being 22. Yes. You can always try that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, that's awesome. I would have had to sit there and go 22, 44, 66, 80, and I might have gotten off track. So, okay. Did you get 7 1/24?
Yes.
Got it? 29 into 53 is 1. Wait a minute. I don't know why I can't do these now like that. It's afternoon. 29, 10, 11, 12, 13. 24? 29? I felt like it's simplified for some reason, and it doesn't, but I was thinking like it did. Okay. It's funny, I've done these 4 other class periods today, but I'm still sitting here wondering. Okay. 11 goes into 22 twice. 11 into 77, 7. Get on that? Okay. And go into 27. What simplifies a 15 and a 45? 15. So it's 1/3. Okay. This, I would turn this part into 1 7/14, adding the other 1 back to the front. 2 1/2. 7 into 7 once. 7 into 14, 2. Is there any questions? Okay. 42 into 86 would be twice. That would be 84. There would be 2 left over out of 42s by 2. 2 into 2 once. 2 into 42, 21. And the last one, 20 divided by 4 is, wake up people, 5 plus 17 is 22. Okay. 26 was 4 2/7. Okay. I would think you just maybe 17, and then that would be 5. Did you make it a 10? 4 times 5 is 20. I'll go back to 20, and then 20 is the interesting one. 1 1/2. Did you figure it out? I do mine. Did you figure it out? Okay. Like just divided 20 by 4 and made it 10 or something? Okay. Listen, this is why, like, if you even do this on the back, okay? I don't care if you do it on the back. To be honest, that's fine. Just number your paper. So if you are lost or I'm lost grading something, we can figure out where it is, I guess. That'll help you out, okay, on top of helping me. Now, listen, here's the plan. It's a worksheet that looks like this. Some of the numbers could be the same, some may not. Okay, but listen to my one hint before you sit here all day trying to figure one out. 3 of these things don't simplify. 3, and only 3 don't simplify. 3, okay? If you see one that you want, like you can't figure out what simplifies it, try a 9, try a 3, try a 7. It seems like 9, 7, and 3 are the ones that kind of are tricking some of you up, okay? So, what we are working on in class, and if it has to be homework, is this. I don't want it to be homework, okay? Some are short and sweet. Some aren't, hopefully. Well, you've got a lot of time. Most kids have had 20 to 30 minutes in each class to work on this. Okay? Go for it. If you need to do it on notebook paper, do it on notebook paper. If you flip it over and do it on the back, the work, then number it. This is the bottom of it. Okay. And 3 of them don't simplify.